Have you ever seen someone whose heart is full of dreams? That's her. The next gen's future seer is Jimmy bursts in. She dreams of stardom while the moon counts stars in his hammock. She never turns away from others' opinions. Lena wakes up to her dad's tender gaze. Fred is still drumming on his neck, and Rick's cozying up with the young. Everyone's discussing the script's ending, the night breeze whispering along. Jimmy enters the nursing home as a new character for what she loves. The first person she encounters is a little girl, who stares in awe at Jimmy's outfit and then waves her tiny hand with a giggle. Jimmy waddles into the restaurant like a little penguin, imitating the elite couple's eating style, while playfully fiddling with old Fred's napkin. Diners are floored, speechless. Jimmy performs intensely. Art's complexity stems from daily life. Lena jumps from the pool in her sexy swimsuit. Just dress attractively and watch the charm unfold. Mick finally gets his chance to apologize for his son's mess up. Ever since Lena split with Julian, Mick's been feeling a sticky sweet mix of guilt and regret, though Lena thinks it's no big deal. Julian has a passion for freedom, which has influenced Lena to embrace it as well, prompting her to ask Mick, "Doesn't that seem strange?" It's the essence of friendship. In the presence of pals, you can only say good things. The Queen's wedding is not their business. Lena senses something's off with her dad lately. He keeps tenderly brushing her cheek. Every time, Lena pretends to be asleep. Little do the parents know, their child is just acting. Mick tries to nudge Fred to visit his wife Melanie, but Fred sidesteps the issue, curious if young Mick actually dated Gilda. Mick claims he doesn't remember at all, leaving Fred to sigh, convinced he's been too sensible his whole life. As night falls, Ned, the bespectacled girl, and her mom re-enter the nursing home. She pecks her mom's cheek and limps into the lounge. Jimmy and Mick chat in the garden about acting observations galore. Jimmy scrutinizes every detail in the nursing home and stumbles upon a profound conclusion. Mick thinks, who says I can't draw inspiration from this? In the end, amidst society's hustle, he finds his quiet haven. Brenda, his lead, pops in unexpectedly. With 2 Oscars and 53 mornings spent with Mick across 11 films, she's here to announce her breakup. She's signed on for a 3-year TV gig, bringing in cash to pay for her son's rehab. This decision took her a solid 14 years. Mick can't accept Brenda's choice. He feels betrayed. If she hadn't saved Brenda way back then, Brenda wouldn't possess the glory she has today, all because of her bravery. Because I want to take this opportunity to brag about it now. I don't admire anyone. I made my own way. Really. I toiled hard to break into showbiz. No one pulled strings for me. My efforts were all in Brooklyn. My mom carried the weight. In Hollywood, as I stepped through those doors, I felt utterly and completely crushed. Mary Lou, Lily, Gracie, they all left me utterly in awe. Don't tell me you haven't read it. Brenda sharpens her words like a sword. In plain terms, Mick made Brenda. In Brenda and others' eyes, Mick's last 3 works are trash. He's an emotional wizard who has made over 50 actresses famous. Yet all his emotional roots trace back to his first love, Gilda, who opened his first window to the world. Brenda never gave up all these years because she's still in love with this man. She doesn't want to leave the audience with regrets, erasing all of Mick's glory. Back in his room, Mick sits with the bespectacled lady instead of heading upstairs. He gives her a big wad of cash, just for some stroll time. She keeps her head down, a girl who sells her soul, but Mick bolts up to wrap his arms around her waist. Even though she's on the wrong path for her livelihood, she's never felt real emotion. Mick is getting closer this time, holding the girl's hand. The next day, Mick announces the troupe is disbanded, waving goodbye to the young cast at the train station. Some are grumbling about it ending, but Mick says, after all, everyone is just a temporary star in this big show. After the group disbanded, Mick wanders through the woods alone. In a daze, he hears the birds chirping and seems to see all his past cast members. Each recounts their lines from yesteryear, but only Brenda's role lingers clearly in his mind. In that final moment, Mick sees himself clearly. He knows I'll never make a better film than back then. But to him, film is his life. Fred once said emotions shouldn't be overrated, but for Mick, emotions are all he has. Gradually, he walks to the balcony as his friends quietly witness his final choice. Fred sits immobile in his chair, lacking even the courage to prevent this tragedy. As a scream echoes from downstairs, Fred's heart involuntarily races faster. On a flight back to Miami, Brenda hears the news and bursts into tears, never realizing her choices could hurt the one she loves most. In her panic, Brenda drops her wig, revealing a hairstyle eerily similar to the character in Mick's script. Sad Fred sits by the kettle again, unable to fathom his old friend's departure. However, the sudden arrival of a skydiver brings a glimmer. After a thorough check-up, Fred's body seems perfectly fine. Gazing out at the young Matthews, Fred finds himself wondering when he began to age.